Good afternoon, everybody. Happy Saturday to everyone out there. Welcome to the Chainmovers Podcast. As usual, I'll be your host, Chad. And with me, pulling a double shift this week, we got Lace is back again.
Thank you.
Thanks for being here, Lace.
You're very welcome.
All these other deadbeats, nobody wants to work on a weekend.
Well, I really didn't want to either. But...
You had no choice.
No.
I made you.
Yeah.
I forced you.
In your face, sucker!
Yeah.
Yeah, you have to. I'll let you sleep in.
I had to half-ass, do my hair.
Yeah, I let you sleep in, though.
Yeah, that was nice.
So that was good. Mm-hmm. Check it out, Lace.
New shirt.
Yeah, new color combo.
How about me, though?
Well, yours is chrome. We can't really see the mic, I don't think. I don't know. I like it.
But
It's just hard to see on TV.
yeah, that's the bonus, I guess. That's the perk to doing a double shift. I get a shirt.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just in time for Christmas.
Oh.
Merry Christmas, Lace.
Thanks.
That's part of your Christmas present.
Oh, okay. Well,
Yeah.
thanks. I like clothes.
We got a few orders rolling in for Christmas.
I love yours.
You know, nobody can get their hands on anything. So they're
Yeah.
like, maybe I'll just get a chain mover shirt for my significant other.
Yeah. I love yours.
Hey, pops. It's nice. I
Yeah.
like it.
I like it too. Looks comfy.
Yeah. Oh, it is.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's form-fitting, yet comfy.
Yeah.
I love it. So, busy weekend. Well, busy Friday for us yesterday.
Yeah, it was.
Cold, a chilly Friday.
It was a really chilly Friday. I might need to invest in some warmer boots, I've decided.
If I'm going to freeze my ass off, though, there's no way I'd rather do it.
I agree.
So, what we're referencing, obviously, is the Wheatland League. Both semifinals went this weekend, but we'll get into that a little later.
Okay.
Well, let's get at her, Lace.
Okay.
We've got a couple little side stories, and so we got that going on, and then we got Thursday night recap. That's already a couple days ago, but I think we still owe it to everyone to go ahead and cover it off. You know, I think that's key. Everybody wants their information, and we're going to give it to them.
Yeah.
So, first things first, Lace, I'm going to bask in my own glory here. Did a little 6-game parlay, NBA parlay.
Yeah, it was a good one, too.
On Thursday.
Mm-hmm.
I think that occurred.
Yeah.
Pretty happy with that one.
Yeah,
so
that was exciting.
I was tickled pink.
Yeah, you were. He was very excited
It was
about
like
it.
60 times my original bet.
Yeah.
So maybe I should start a subscription service for gambling only.
Oh, jeez.
You're going to pay me for my world-renowned picks.
Yeah.
But some people don't listen.
No.
That's you, Reed. Me and Reed have been texting about parlays today, and he's just trying to buck the trend on everything I say. So
That's the way you guys go, though.
You know what, Reed? You do you. Maybe you'll hit.
Yeah, that's right. That seemed to be how it went when you guys were doing this together. Yeah, some good coffee.
Oh, it's excellent.
Good coffee today.
I love it. So yeah, Chad with the big win.
Congratulations.
Posted up on our social media and everything for all to see.
Yeah.
So I enjoyed that. Let's move over, Lace. A little bit of fallout here from this Blackhawks situation.
Oh.
Joel Quennville, no longer the coach of the Florida Panthers. The 7-0 Panthers. See what happens. See if it disrupts them. They've won a game since. So Andrew Burnett taking over as coach. He's a former Blackhawk as well, but player.
Oh, okay.
So he's taking over as head coach. He was the assistant coach. So we'll see what happens there. Tim Cheveldayoff staying on as the Jets GM.
Oh, okay.
Not sure what dirt he had on Bettman to let that happen, but because he was the assistant GM during that whole thing.
Right.
So you can't tell me he wasn't involved in some way, shape, or form.
Right.
So.
Right.
Obviously, NHL keeping things pretty hush-hush. Joel Quennville will fall on the sword. Shit flows downhill.
Right.
So
Yeah.
this guy's nothing but a coach. So
Right.
guess what? You're going to take the bullet for everyone. And
How'd that go down? Like, did he step down?
Politically, yeah.
Yeah. I figured that's normally how that works.
Yeah, they give him the opportunity to
resign.
Save face. And
Yeah.
but Joel, I mean, you're a scumbag if you let that happen. And
Yeah, absolutely.
And Brad Aldrich, the accused in this situation, the Blackhawks owner wants his name off the Stanley Cup. So he wants it removed off of the cup. There's no place in history for a clown like that.
No,
So
I agree.
good on you, Chicago.
Yeah.
I mean, you guys screwed up a lot, but
Yeah.
I mean, if you're going to at least attempt to fix it, then, I mean, what do you think's better in that instance? You get his name off the cup, or his name's on the cup, and then people see it, they're like, oh, that guy's a piece of shit, you know? What's better?
Well, I don't know. I think you pull it off the cup.
I think about this whole thing, and, you know, how people are trying to take down statues because they offend them, and, you know, all this bullshit that's going on. Is it better to remove it, or is it better to leave it? And
Be reminded
he will
of it.
forever go down as a scumbag.
Right.
You know, because people are going to forget about this guy,
Oh, yeah, for
right?
sure.
I mean, I had no idea who he was until this whole thing come
Right.
out, right?
Yeah. I don't know. Yeah, that's a good question.
It's a debatable point.
Yeah, it is.
I agree he shouldn't share in the glory of having his
No.
name on one of sports' most prestigious trophies.
Yeah. No, I think it should come off.
But should he be allowed to ride off into the sunset as well? You know? I don't know.
Right.
I don't know what the right answer is.
Yeah.
All I know is that he's a piece of shit.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I haven't heard of any other fallout yet. The two big names were Quennville and Cheveldayoff,
Right.
and Quennville is out of. He'll be out of hockey permanently now.
Right. Yeah.
I don't
sure.
think there would dare be a team that would hire him
I would think
at
not.
this point.
No. No, I
Regardless
think
of how
he's done.
good of a coach he is, it
Yeah.
doesn't matter.
No, it doesn't.
So, let's move over, Lace, to Roger Goodell. We're talking about old Raj on Wednesday. Kind of an eye-popping number. Roger Goodell has made $128 million in compensation in the past 2 seasons to be the commissioner of the NFL.
Wow.
So, I'm going to go out on a limb here and just say it further reinforces my point of him not wanting to release the Washington Football Team report because A, he doesn't want to lose his job making that kind of dough.
Right. Yeah,
And
for sure.
B, you don't want to lose the support of the guys that are paying you that kind of dough.
Yeah, for sure.
And why are owners paying him that kind of money
Right.
to run the league? That's quick calculation here: $64 million a year.
Yeah, that's insane.
This guy should be taking snaps
Yeah.
for that kind of money.
Yeah, exactly.
Holy lightning. Greasy Roger, yeah, you no wonder you don't want that report
Right.
out. Dude's making a mint.
Yeah.
So I thought that was quite interesting. I want to do a little homework and be like, you know, what's Roger got to lose here?
Yeah, a lot.
So apparently quite a bit. Roger Goodell, you're also a scumbag. We're just opening up with a bunch of scumbags this morning or afternoon. But yeah. And last side story, Lace, J.J. Watt done for the season again. Season-ending shoulder surgery. J.J. hang up the cleats after this?
I would.
When's the last time that dude played 16 games?
Yeah. I don't know. I would think he's got to be thinking about. The shitty thing is to go out like this. I guess it's no different than like Romo or, you know, a lot of guys go out like this, I guess. It would have been, it's nice to see when they get to go out on that high note though, right? Like Drew Brees. Like he knew he was retiring.
Fully healthy.
Yeah.
Left on his
He
own
was just-
terms.
yeah.
Lost in the NFC Championship. That happens, right?
Yeah.
I mean, at least you were there again.
Exactly.
Right?
It's sad.
Then you lost to Brady.
Yeah, exactly. It is sad when they go out like this. I feel like it's got to be going through his head though.
Oh, yeah. I mean,
Like-
and J.J. Watt, Hall of Famer.
Oh, absolutely.
For sure. I
Yeah.
mean, regardless of what he does at this point.
Yeah.
But that's got to be 4 seasons straight. He's left with a major injury.
Yeah.
He had an ACL. He had a a pec tear. Now he's got the shoulder injury. He's got like that bionic arm on when he's playing, right? And it's like, dude,
Yeah.
you're done. You're done. I don't know how old JJ is. 32, 31?
Really?
He's
Is
not
he
a
that
very
young?
old guy.
Yeah, I would have guessed he was older.
And from the defensive end position,
Yeah.
I'm surprised he's getting hurt that much. Normally, they're the guys hurting people, but
Right.
or they're dealing with groin pulls, or because they're pushing off so hard and fast, right?
Wow.
But
Yeah, he's only 32 years old.
yeah, that's kind of what I was thinking. He's not a very old guy.
No.
So, regardless, JJ, whatever you choose to do, hell of a career.
Yes, absolutely.
And your brothers are following in your footsteps, and TJ Watt is unreal.
Yeah, he is.
The other one's
What's
a
the other one?
fullback, I
Yeah.
think. So, but yeah, pretty impressive. Sucks to see, and I mean, especially since he
does.
got to a team that's competitive.
Right.
His first year with the Cardinals. Mm-hmm. They're 7-1 now. Still a good team. Mm-hmm. He actually had a shot. I mean, his name would still be. He would still get a ring, and
Right.
if they manage to win, which they won't. They're not going to win the Super Bowl. But.
No, I don't think so either, actually.
Yeah. So anyway, JJ Watt done for the season. Let's shift over to this Thursday nighter, Lace. It's kind of old news by now, but hey, if you don't have diehard NFL people,
Right. Just wanted to keep up a little
maybe
bit
they're
here.
just tuning in here to get their weekly fill.
That could be.
The Green Bay Packers go into Arizona and beat the Cards 24-21. Green Bay, well, my phone rang. They wanted to see if I want to play receiver for them. That's how depleted they were.
Right.
The only receiver I had heard of was Equimimius St. Brown. That's the only guy. They lost Tanyan in this game. He tore his ACL. Aaron Jones led the way with receptions. He had 7 receptions for 59 yards? 51? I don't know. Can't read my own writing. Somewhere around there. A.J. Dillon on the ground, 16 carries for 78 yards. He ran the ball extremely well, I thought. And Aaron Rodgers, 22 of 37. Didn't even crack 200 yards. 184 yards, 2 touchdowns. No turnovers. That's the big number there. The Packers have now rolled off 7 in a row since that opening week blunder against the Saints when they got crushed 38-3.
Right.
That would be a different story this next go around, I
Yeah.
think. Cardinals now 7-1 as well. So Green Bay 7-1, Arizona 7-1. The supposed MVP Kyler Murray, 22 of 33, 274, and 2 picks from your MVP. This is your MVP. Yeah, that's MVP. Come on,
Yeah.
look at the team around him. He's not the MVP.
Yeah, I agree.
Like, Aaron Rodgers just leapfrogged his ass big time in MVP voting after that game.
Yeah, for sure.
Now, one of those picks, I don't know how many of us watched it, but it was at the end of the game. Apparently, there's a miscommunication between AJ Green and Kyler. AJ, the ball was already intercepted, and AJ still didn't know where it was.
No.
So whose fault is that?
Yeah,
Is
I
it
don't
AJ's fault? Is it Kyler's fault? Did he call the wrong play? Did he call the wrong hot route? There's a lot going on there.
Right.
So nobody's fell on the sword. It doesn't really matter
doesn't.
at this point.
No, the game's over.
Yeah, you guys lost. So suck on that, Arizona. Chase Edmonds went 7 of 30 for a touchdown, and D-Hop led the way with 2 receptions for 66 yards. I'd say the play of the game was that Rondale Moore muffed punt. They had to replay it. It did go off his fingertips, and that left Green Bay to set up shop on the Arizona 4.
Yeah.
Now, in all fairness, Arizona's defense held Green Bay to a field goal, which, I mean, Aaron Rodgers from 10 yards and in,
Yeah.
that's going in the end zone
Normally.
9.7 times out of 10.
Yeah.
But they held him to a field goal, but regardless, losing that possession, giving up 3,
for sure.
it's just a chain reaction, right? So, Packers, they go to KC next week, and the Cards play the 49ers, so a divisional game. I think it's great that Arizona got brought back down to reality. They're not as good as everyone thinks they are. Mm-hmm. They're good. I'm not going to say they're not good.
Right.
They're not as good as everyone thinks they are.
Yeah. No, I agree with that, for sure.
I've been saying it all year.
Yeah.
They are for real, but they ain't going to win the Super Bowl.
Yeah, no, I agree with you.
I'll tell you
I don't
that
think
much.
they will either.
And that Green Bay defense looked very good. Because that's still a potent offense.
Oh yeah, for
I don't
sure.
care who the quarterback
yeah.
is.
Yeah. No, you're right.
Like, I mean, you got D-Hop, you got AJ Green,
Yeah.
you got Ertz playing tight end, you got Connor and Chase Edmonds in the backfield, you got Christian Kirk, who's a hell of a good third option.
Right.
They got a good team.
Yeah.
No bones about it. But, yeah. Anyway, Packers 7 in a row, leaves them at 7-1, and easily atop the NFC North, leaving your Bears behind by another game.
Yeah.
But yeah, we'll get into that.
Packers.
So, everybody's favorite, well, it should be Friday section, Lace, but today's Saturday. Fantasy booms and busts. Everybody loves fantasy booms and busts. They can't get enough. All your fantasy questions I answer great here.
Yeah.
There is still some gold on that waiver wire. Don't kid yourself. So, I myself made a fantasy trade this weekend.
Oh, you did?
2. I made 2.
What?
Yeah, that's
I
right.
only knew about one.
Picked up Damian Harris and Zach Ertz.
Yeah.
And I dumped Lockett. Traded
Okay.
Lockett to Reed.
Oh, okay.
Mm-hmm.
For who?
Those two I
Oh,
just mentioned.
those were from.
Yeah.
Reed.
And then I traded, what's his name? Khalil Herbert, running back from the Bears, who's a solid back. Mm-hmm. Played very well in the absence of Montgomery, but I didn't need another back.
Right.
So I traded him straight up for DJ Moore. Now, DJ hasn't been very good, but neither has the Panthers. But if they ever do get clicking, DJ gets 12 targets a game.
Right.
So, thanks for that one, Poitras. He was sick of it. He was sick of chasing the Darnold DJ Moore combo, and he let him go. So we'll see what happens. I'm 2-5. I pretty much need to win out.
Right.
So I figured it was time to shake things up. But fantasy booms and busts, Lace. Let's get at her. QBs. Booms this week. You ready?
I'm ready.
Trevor Lawrence
What?
against the Seattle Seahawks.
What? Really? Oh, wow.
I like him this week. The Seahawks defense, that team is in disarray. Gino is not making them any better. Pete Carroll called a horrible game last week. Mm-hmm. And I think Trevor Lawrence is going to have himself a good day. I actually bet the Jags to beat the Seahawks.
What?
This week. That's right.
Oh, my. Oh, my.
Mm-hmm. Hey, you want to make money, you got to sometimes go against the grain.
I can't. I just can't agree with you on that one. But
Why not, Lacey?
I'm just not a Trevor Lawrence believer, I guess. I guess it's not that you're so much believing in Trevor Lawrence as you're not believing in the Seahawks. So
That would be more the case, yes. The Jags are fresh off a bye. So they're going to be healthy.
yeah,
They should have some type of a game plan ready if Urban's not busy in the bar. And I think they're going to come out and they're going to surprise a lot of people this weekend.
really?
That's right.
Wow.
That's right.
I still can't. But good for you.
Oh, thanks. I think it's genius.
I just like I said, not a Trevor Lawrence believer, but I think not that he can never be good. I think he needs more time. I just want to give these rookies more time. You know, I kind of have a soft spot for those guys.
Time is something you don't have in the NFL.
I know.
You get paid to win, and you get paid to win now.
Yeah.
And that's just the way it is. My next boom, you ready?
Okay.
You ready?
Yep.
Kirk Cousins over the Dallas Cowboys.
Wow. You're getting crazy here.
What do you think?
Yeah. That's just like the first one was. This one is pretty shocking too. I don't know.
Well, you know, I could have took the coward's way out and gave you Joe Burrow to start against the Jets.
Right.
That's a no-brainer.
Right.
People don't tune in for no-brainers.
Right. Okay.
They tune in for,
This crazy
my starting QB's on a bye. What do I do?
shit. Right.
Right?
Trevor Lawrence.
You could do worse than Trevor this week. I guarantee it. So,
That's crazy.
and last but not least,
Okay.
Taylor Heineke against the Broncos. Washington quarterback.
Okay. I don't hate that one.
I
That's
think
about the most.
I think he'll go off against the Broncos.
Yeah.
He'll have 3
Okay.
touchdowns, 300 yards.
I don't hate that one.
So,
I like it.
yep. If you got Heineke and you don't have anyone better to start, fire him up. So, busts this week, Lace.
Okay.
Big Ben
they
versus
play?
the Browns.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I like that one.
Justin Fields against the 49ers. That should be a no-brainer to sit Fields if you have him. But,
Well, has anyone even started him?
oh, I'm sure there's a lot of people out there that have started him. They've probably quit by now, but if you haven't yet, you should. But big news, Matt Nagy has COVID.
Sweet.
Yeah.
Oh, that's
So,
perfect. Who's calling the shots then around there?
the assistant OC.
Oh, okay.
No, that can't be right. I don't know. I don't know who's calling
Okay.
plays, but yeah, Matt Nagy quarantined. So that's
Maybe.
a big win for the Bears.
Well, maybe this will be their week.
Yeah, I don't
Without
know.
him.
I don't really like the 49ers, but the Bears offense gives me no reason to believe that they can go into San Fran because they're on the road
Right.
and win. So, Indy did it last week.
Yeah, that's right.
So can the Bears? I don't know. Time will tell, Lace. And our last bust of the week, Jalen Hurts playing the Lions.
You're busting them?
Jalen Hurts, that's right.
Really?
That's right.
Huh.
The Eagles.
Yeah, I know.
They suck.
I guess this makes sense.
That's our toilet bowl game of the week.
Right. Okay. Yeah, I don't actually hate that one either.
Well, you shouldn't because it's right.
Okay.
Let's move over to running backs. My number one boom this week.
Uh-huh.
You ready?
Uh-huh.
Chuba Hubbard
Nice.
against the Atlanta Falcons. Falcons defense always shitty. And this proves to be a very close game. I believe the spread is 2.5. If we covered that one already. Yeah, we covered that one on Wednesday, Lace, so I don't have the spread right in front of me. I could find it easy enough, though.
I like that one. He's on my team.
Falcons 3-point favorites in that one. So,
Oh, okay.
next up,
Really?
I'm booming Austin Eckler against the Pats.
Because you have him now?
Nope,
Oh.
I don't have him.
Who did you pick up?
I traded a running back.
Oh, okay. Sorry. Sorry.
Are you awake?
Yeah. For some reason, I thought you had it.
You're acting like a real donkey this afternoon.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I'm trying to pay attention. It's not working.
We're going too fast for you?
Maybe.
WTF?
What are you talking about?
Okay, you just keep going.
And last but not least, Lace, I'm booming James Robinson, Jags running back against the Seahawks.
Wow. You have zero faith in the Seahawks, eh?
Yeah, that game against the Saints was so disappointing.
Yeah, it really was.
Like, that was...
It was really bad.
Yeah, it's sad to watch that dynasty fall apart, but it is falling apart. And yeah, Russell Wilson comes back. They'll win a few more games, but
Yeah, any word on that?
no, they're
No.
not in a big hurry to rush him back. So,
Yeah.
well, they're 5 games behind Arizona,
Yeah.
right? We talked about it on Wednesday. They're 4 games behind the Chargers.
Yeah.
So, not the Chargers, sorry, the Rams.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, because we said two hard teams to catch, right?
Yeah, very good teams. And
So,
then,
yeah,
at
that
least-
sucks.
At least they got the 49ers in their division.
Yeah,
so
at
they-
least there's that.
They might not finish at in the basement, but bust this week, Lace, at the running back position. Zeke, busting Zeke versus the Vikings.
Okay.
Don't like him. Minnesota's got a tough run D. Minnesota's gonna go down there and win.
Just a big Minnesota fan this year.
Don't get it.
I don't get it either.
Never liked the Vikings before.
It's very bizarre.
I believe in them wholeheartedly this year.
It's so weird.
I bet our 4-game parlay too.
Yeah, I was actually going to bring that up later in the show, but
Sorry,
I guess we'll talk about it now.
Stole that one from you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was actually something I was
The
going to say.
4-gamer putting our money where our mouth is.
Yeah, I like
I
it.
am. I don't know if you are, but
Nah, I'll just play along
just
with you.
Ride my coattails on
Yeah,
that one.
that's right.
Okay.
Like every other one. Hope for another Chainmovers shirt maybe with your winnings.
That could happen.
All right.
There's going to be a bountiful Christmas this year.
Just Chainmovers gear everywhere.
That's all anyone's getting. Mm-hmm. It's going to be everywhere.
Yep. ready.
everywhere. My next bust lays Jonathan Taylor, Colts running back,
Yeah.
against the Titans. Now, this dude's been real good for 3-4 weeks in a row now.
Mm-hmm.
But I think Tennessee is going to bottle him up in what promises to be a great football game. At one point in time, the spread on this game was even.
Really?
Vegas wasn't favoring anyone. So, I think it's going to be a very good football game.
Yeah. Yeah.
I like the Titans, but
Yeah.
we'll see. And last but not least, Lace, Najee Harris from the Steelers. I'm busting him against the Browns.
Yeah.
He's
agree with
been
that one.
okay his rookie season, but he hasn't been great.
Mm-hmm.
Definitely not in the OROY conversation.
Yeah.
Offensive Rookie of the Year.
Mm-hmm. Thanks.
That belongs to. There's one guy that's head and shoulders above everyone, and you know who it is.
I do know.
You just can't think of it.
Always. We just had this discussion off air, and I said now. We get in here, and names are just.
Do you know who it is?
I feel like there's an E. No. What's his name? Sorry.
Jamar Chase.
Ah!
Jamar Chase, Bengals wide out.
Yeah.
Easily going to win OROY if he can stay healthy. So, let's move over to wide receivers. Speaking of wide receivers,
Okay.
Lace.
Yeah.
Number one, Sanders versus Miami. I like Sanders this week, Lace.
You do, eh?
Emmanuel Sanders, Buffalo Bills. He's been having a quietly good year. I picked him up off the wire week 3, I think, and I start him every week, and he
Really?
gets 11, 12 points.
Oh, okay.
He's more consistent than Lockett or Godwin, which is ridiculous.
Right.
But, yeah.
Really?
Emmanuel Sanders, I'm booming him. If you got him, fire him up. You ready for number 2?
Yeah.
LaVisca Chenault, Jaguars wide out
Oh.
against the Seahawks.
Makes sense that you would.
He's the dude there now. Well, Marvin Jones is still there, but we know how that goes. The number 1 guy draws the doubles.
Right.
So that leaves LaVisca the next best option.
Right.
I think he's going to have a good day. And number 3, Lace, his first appearance on our boom list, Kendrick Bourne from the Patriots, playing the Chargers,
Okay.
as we know. I'm booming him this week. So
I really have nothing to say about any of these guys.
I noticed. Yeah,
Yeah, sorry.
you're very quiet.
Yeah.
There's the crickets during Lace's.
Input.
Yeah. I'm glad someone came prepared. Wide receiver bust. Jalen Waddle. Miami wide out. Playing Buffalo this week. Do not like him this week. Next up, Allen Robinson. Bears receiver.
Yeah.
Against the 49ers. Busting him. And Tim Patrick. You know who Tim is?
I don't think I do.
No? Black guy with a white guy's name.
Yeah.
Tim Patrick is a white dude's name.
Yeah.
Yeah. No,
He should be a ginger.
he's not. He's a black guy.
Well, I understand that.
Broncos wide out playing Washington this week. I don't like the Broncos at all. There's not one thing I like about the Denver Broncos.
No, there's not.
They're from all the way from their head coach down to you name it. They are just garbage. And Vic Fangio is a shit coach.
Yeah.
He belongs unemployed. Great defensive coordinator, and that's where you should stay, Vic.
Right.
Know your role, stay in your lane, right?
Yeah.
But as a head coach, you're awful. So, tight ends, Lace.
Okay.
Let's move over to the booms. Kyle Pitts, Atlanta tight end against the Panthers. I'm booming him. CJ Uzoma.
Mm-hmm.
Who's he?
A tight end.
Yeah, for who?
Stop it! You said you wouldn't do this to me.
For
I
who?
don't know people's names. I knew the first guy. Why didn't you say the
Bengals
first guy?
tight end against the Jets. I think he's going to go off again.
Well, yeah.
And Jared Cook,
Mm-hmm.
Chargers tight end against the Pats. Pats don't give up much to tight ends, to opposing tight ends. So
Okay.
I don't know what to make of that game, but we'll get into that. I think that's going to be a good game.
Yeah, I think so too.
But Dalton Schultz, Cowboys tight end against Minnesota.
Okay.
Busting him.
Makes sense for your other booms and busts.
Yeah, and I'm busting Ty Conklin. Not Ty. What's his first name? I can't remember his first name. Conklin, running back or tight end for the Vikings
I really struggle
against the Cowboys, so I'm busting both tight ends in that game.
Okay.
And Noah Fant, tight end from the Broncos, I'm busting him against Washington. So
There you have it.
what do you think of that, Lacey?
I don't disagree with you.
It's a win. Yeah,
Yeah.
of course you don't disagree. You can't think of any other names. Isn't that what's going on here?
Yeah, pretty much.
Come on, Lace.
Can I boom mine?
You're what?
All my players.
No.
I just want to boom them all.
Nobody cares about
Please.
your fantasy team.
I wish you would have boomed them all.
No. Did I boom any of them?
Yeah,
What-
Chuba.
Oh, Chuba. Yeah, he's going to have a good day.
I guess I'll start him.
You'd be a fool not to. And defenses, Lace. I'm... You ready for this one?
Oh, yeah.
I'm booming the Lions defense against the Eagles.
Really?
That's right.
I like it.
That's right.
I like that. Well done.
I think the Lions are going to do it this week.
I do too.
I'm booming the Bears defense against 49ers. The defense is the one, I'm not even going to say bright spot, but it's brighter than the rest of the
Right.
team.
Yeah, I agree.
That defense is pretty decent. I'll give them that.
Yeah.
And it's the only reason. It's the only reason they've won as many games as they have. So, you got the Bears D, fire them up, and I'm booming the Panthers D against the Falcons.
Okay.
Might be a bit of a stretch, but I think you could do worse than the Panthers D this week.
Yeah.
So if you got them, try them out. I like them this week. That's a divisional game, so
Well, okay.
Carolina's going to play them
Right.
hard,
Yeah.
regardless who's playing quarterback. So,
Yeah.
Boss Lace, I'm busting that Steelers D against the Browns.
Yeah.
Baker is back, and I thought it was in his throwing shoulder. It's not. It's his left
Yeah,
shoulder.
I did see that too, actually.
But he takes a good sack
Oh,
from
yeah.
TJ Watt, and that's season over.
Yeah.
It's done. So, but you know that shoulder's going to be right numb. They're going to numb that baby
Oh,
up
yeah.
before the game, and yeah, you'd have to get hit by a bus before you'd feel it. So, which I imagine getting hit by TJ Watt does feel like getting hit by a bus.
Very
but,
comparable, yes.
Yeah, so I'm busting that Colts defense against the Titans. Hate to do it. Colts D has been playing lights out, but
Yeah, I don't hate that.
it's just time someone starts showing the Titans some love,
I agree.
and that someone is me.
You have been.
So I'll take the reins.
Yeah,
I
okay.
showed him love 7 weeks ago,
Yeah.
8 weeks ago, 9
you-
weeks ago.
You did.
So
Time's flying by, eh?
it is. We're already in week 8. Yeah, week 8. And I am obviously going to bust the Eagles defense against the Lions.
Yes. That's a good call, too.
So,
I like all of those.
we just got to take a little 2-second break here now, Lace. We're
Okay.
about a half hour in, I would say. And that means it's break time. So when we come back, World Series, we'll talk a little bit about the World Series.
Okay.
Got some NBA, a little bit of NBA. I'm not going to go too deep, but I don't think a lot of our followers are huge NBA guys. I like the NBA.
Me
but,
too.
We'll
It is
cover
weird.
We'll cover the NFL Sunday games, of course, the ones we didn't cover Wednesday.
Okay.
We'll get to the rest of them. A little bit of NHL. There's been some movement in the standings. We still do have an undefeated team in the NHL, which is surprising. And the Wheatland League, we're going to close it out with the Wheatland League, an update on those 2 games that happened last night. So, on that note, we'll be back. And we're back, Lace.
Hi.
We're back. If this is your first time watching and you wonder why there was no break on the video, we just take a break for the podcast portion. So if you go back and just listen to the audio, we're going to have a break in there.
It actually makes sense.
But there's no, obviously, commercial break on here. But let's move over to those Sunday games, Lace. We got some good ones this weekend, actually. First one, I think, is a no-brainer. The Bengals go in to play the Jets. 5-2 Bengals playing the 1-5 New York Jets. The Zach Wilson-less Jets. He's out with that PCL injury. Bengals 10.5.
Oh boy.
That's a pretty low spread, I would say.
Really?
Yeah. The Bengals just stomped the Ravens.
Oh yeah, that's right.
41-17.
That's right.
And you're only going to give them 10.5?
I just have a hard time with spreads like that.
Wow. That's a slam dunk.
Yeah, you're right.
They're going
It
to
is.
embarrass the Jets.
Yeah, I agree with you.
Even if Zach Wilson was there, I'd take 10.5.
Yeah.
That's no problem for me. So, hey, look what happened, Lace.
Yeah, why?
Everything shut off again. I don't know. I don't know why it does that, but I'm gonna piss around with it while we're doing the show. Next game. Oh, do you like the Bengals to cover in that one?
Yeah, I do now.
I can't see why
I just had to think about it for a second.
why you wouldn't like them.
Yeah, sorry. I just really had to think about it.
Well, sometimes you just gotta think.
I'm really struggling with that today. Just thinking.
Well, it's the weekend, you know. Nobody really wants to think on the weekend.
No. And I did not come prepared, and, if I was prepared, then I don't even know who's playing tomorrow.
I hate this TV. It's driving me nuts. Next game, Lace. Rams take their 6-1 record into Houston to play the lowly Texans, who are 1-6. 16 points on this one. You like the
These are
Rams
big
to
spreads.
cover? You like the Rams to cover? I do. Texans are horrible. Absolutely horrible.
Yeah.
But I don't know. What are your thoughts?
I like it when it's closer.
Okay, but it's not. So let's get your input on it.
Yeah, I would take them to cover too.
Yeah, you like the
sure.
Rams?
Yeah.
I see.
I like the Rams, of course I do.
I see no reason why they won't cover.
Shouldn't cover.
Yeah. So those are kind of a couple snooze fest. But this next one, I think, Pats 3-4 head into LA to take on the 4-2 Chargers. Chargers fresh off a bye, and the Chargers are 4.5-point favorites in this one. Healthy, rested, but the Pats are kind of hitting their stride here,
Yeah.
especially on the defensive side of the ball. Which, I mean, Belichick's known for his defense, right? So, thoughts on this one, Lace?
I'm going to take the Patriots to win.
To win outright.
Yeah,
Wow. Okay.
I think so.
Lace, this TV,
I don't
this
know.
whole thing,
Yeah,
it's got to end.
Yeah.
I can't do this anymore.
it's okay. I don't know.
I need an audio engineer or something, a visual engineer. Or...
Yeah, I don't know what's happening with this.
It's super irritating, but regardless, yeah, I don't hate the Pats to go in there and win either. The only thing that's keeping me from saying that the Chargers, are a slam dunk is obviously the Pats defense, but and on the flip side of that, the reason I don't want to just outright say, the Pats are going to cover is because the Chargers are off a bye.
Right.
So
They're coming in rested.
you know they're
and
healthy, right? So it'll be a good game.
I think so.
If you have the opportunity, watch it. This would be one I would watch. So.
Yeah.
Let's move over to the 1-5 Jags going into Seattle to visit the 2-5 Seahawks. Seahawks are 3.5-point favorites in this game. And you believe the Seahawks are going to win.
Yes.
Handily?
They'll cover.
They will cover.
Yeah. Writing that one down.
Yeah. I think
so. I can't. Yeah. No, I think so.
says they will cover. So we can revisit this on Monday.
Monday's my show?
And,
No, Wednesday.
No, I'm still going to bring it up, though, and we're going to laugh at you whether you're here or not.
Oh, okay.
So,
oh, great. You and Wheels.
yeah, you guys know where I stand on this one. I like the Jags to go in there and surprise them.
Yeah, that's nuts.
Really give them the old upset, especially Seattle at home. That's a tough one.
Yeah, I think you're
But
crazy.
I think the Jags are going to do it.
No, I think Seattle's going to...
James Robinson is going to run all over that Seattle defense. He's going to have 165 yards and 2 touchdowns.
Wow.
That's right.
Okay.
He's on my fantasy team. So.
Oh.
That's not why I'm pumping his tires. I do think he's going to have a good day. Moving over, Lace, to the Bucs Saints NFC South matchup. Bucs 6-1 go into New Orleans to take on the 4-2 Saints. The Bucs fresh off that 38-3. They drubbed the Bears last week, and the Saints off that tight win against the Seahawks last week. Bucs only 4.5-point favorites in this game, if you can imagine that.
Yeah, that's crazy.
If you want a no-brainer lock of the week,
Right. Take the Bucs.
I think that's it.
Yeah, I agree.
The Bucs look unstoppable
Yeah.
at this point. And that Saints offense will not be able to keep up with Tampa.
Yeah.
So,
No, I agree.
yeah, I think that's a slam dunk, Bucs fans. Moving over to the Cowboys, 5-1, taking on the Vikes, 3-3. Vikings are 3-point favorites in this game.
Really?
That's right.
They're getting
As
some
of
love.
as of yesterday, they were a 3-point favorite. They were a 2.5-point underdog, but Dak might not be playing this week. He's got a stiff calf or something. I don't know. He's got something going on with a calf. So
Try shit out.
Dak's out. That could be your money maker right there.
Yeah.
I like it. I like the Vikes to hand
To
the
cover.
Cowboys a loss. Yep. And
Yeah.
and to cover. Yep. So,
Okay, I'll jump on that one.
oh, okay.
Mostly just because I don't like the Cowboys.
Yeah, no. I'd love to say nobody does, but that's just it. Couldn't
Too many
be,
people do.
It couldn't be further from the truth. So, but the Cowboys are trash, and I mean they finally got rid of Jason Garrett, but then they bring in Mike McCarthy,
Right.
who's I think he's dumber than Jason Garrett, but I would argue Jason Garrett had better teams than Mike McCarthy does.
Yeah, I would say so. Yeah.
So, I don't know. The Cowboys, they're going to win the division. Yeah, they're going to win the NFC East. Whoopity-doo. But it'll be a first-round exit.
Yeah.
I don't care if Dak's there or whatever. So, slide over to the Giants and the Chiefs, Lace.
Okay.
Giants 2-5, Chiefs 3-4. Chiefs 9.5-point favorites in this game.
No.
Now let's not forget the Giants just hammered on the Panthers 25-3 last week.
Right.
So their defense might be waking up a bit.
Right.
I think we all know the recipe to beat Kansas City at this point.
Yeah.
It's two high safeties
Right.
and blitz a linebacker to get pressure on Mahomes.
Right.
I think if anything this year, Patrick Mahomes is showing us he is more than human, and that'll be the last MVP Pat Mahomes ever wins. Was the one he won.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think the league's figured him out. He's athletic, but he's not that athletic.
Yeah.
He's not a Lamar Jackson.
Yeah.
Tua is more athletic than Mahomes.
Yeah.
So, yeah, he's got a cannon for an arm. He's
Yeah.
gonna have a good career still. I
Oh,
mean,
yeah.
Don't get me
Yeah.
wrong, but
Yeah, he's still a good quarterback.
he's not gonna carry that team anymore. He can't.
Yeah.
He's proven it this year. He
Yeah.
can't carry the team. So
Yeah.
they're gonna need help.
Yeah.
And they're gonna need help on the defensive side of the ball. In order to do that, they're gonna have to shed some big offensive contracts. And the war wages on between what should we invest our money in,
Right.
So,
I'm going to say they're not going to cover.
against the Giants?
Yeah.
Okay. Wow. But they'll win the game.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. What is it,
Casey.
9.5, you said?
9.5, yeah.
Yeah, I don't think they'll cover.
Could the Giants go in there and win?
I don't know. I thought about it. But I'm still going to give Kansas City the win. Just not to cover.
Okay. I don't hate that either, as crazy as it sounds, because the Giants are trash.
Right.
But KC's trash lately, too.
I don't know what's
so
going on.
They got problems.
Yeah, they do.
They got issues. Probably Brittany Mahomes is creating all the problems on Twitter.
Really?
That's right.
You.
She just annoys me. She's probably not creating any problems, but...
But you know, if she believes that, do you think that Patrick believes that?
Well, the whole organization believes that he's the second coming of Christ. So, yeah, they're going to
'Cause
treat
that's
him
a
different
problem.
than everybody
Yeah,
else.
because
And-
that is a problem. Like and I feel like if she believes that, people don't just. Well, I guess they do just come up with this weird shit to say, but you hear it long enough, that's what they believe.
That's true.
So
You believe you're better than everyone long enough, and
right, it becomes truth to you.
that's right.
So I don't know. I think if he comes, he's got to come back down a level, and I think then he'll be okay.
Yeah, he might have to get a little humble.
Mm-hmm. And it should be happening.
Eat a little humble pie
Yeah.
here, and
Like I feel like it's.
I'm gonna try this again.
Yeah, I noticed that.
While we're debating,
Like man, it's got to be happening, doesn't it?
I would hope so.
Doesn't he have to be thinking, "Whoo, shit"?
They finished the season with a losing record, which is a very real reality at this point for Kansas City.
Yeah.
What are they going to change that will enable them to win games?
Right.
Are you going to start running the ball? That helps. That's a step in the right direction.
Right. Yeah.
Because you guys refused to do it.
Right.
You lost Edwards-Helaire, and it's just, fuck it. We just won't have a run game.
Right.
Come on.
Yeah.
And,
Yeah,
I mean,
you
in all fairness, that's not very fair to your quarterback either.
No, it's not.
So,
No,
but
you're
you are paying him $50 million a year. So,
Yeah.
hey, Patty, you better wake up and get going, bud.
Yeah.
So, regardless, Lace doesn't like the Chiefs to cover, and I don't hate that decision.
So what would you say?
I would probably agree
Yeah.
verbatim, that the Chiefs will probably win this game. They're at home too, so that
Yeah.
helps.
Yeah.
But there's a good chance they won't cover. I bet you Mahomes turns the ball over 2 times again tomorrow.
Yeah, and I think he has to be okay with not carrying the team. And I think once he comes to grips with that, I think once everyone comes to grips with Mahomes is not going to carry the team,
Yeah.
I think they're going to be much better off.
Well, then why is a guy that's not carrying the team making 10 times the salary that I am? If I was on that team,
That's true.
this is now the question I'm going to ask.
Yeah.
Why is this clown, who's nothing but a ball distributor,
Right.
making 10 times the salary I am?
Right.
And now you're going to have disruption.
Yeah, that's right.
So I might
Maybe
get
they jumped the gun.
chastised for this. You think they jumped the gun maybe?
Yeah.
Yeah, you have one season, but that's all it takes in the NFL is one season
Yeah,
of
that's
success.
right.
And arguably they had 2, right?
Yeah, for sure.
So I don't know.
And I agree with you. He is a good quarterback. There's not.
Yeah.
I'm
Oh,
not
yeah.
taking that away from
I would
him at
definitely
all.
take him on my team.
Yeah. But yeah, I think like I said, I think they just they gotta come down that notch, and I think once they come there, they'll be fine again. But
Yeah. I don't disagree. I think it'll be an interesting game.
I think so too.
So we'll see what happens. That's our Monday nighter.
Yeah, that'll be good.
Let's shift gears here, Lace. We're going to move over to the World Series.
Okay.
World Series, Braves up 2-1. Game 1, Atlanta won 6-2. Game 2, the Stros won 7-2. And last night, the Braves shut out the Stros 2-0. You like Houston. We were talking about this yesterday.
Yeah.
On our way into town.
Yeah.
And you said you like the Astros to take it all.
Yeah.
Them being down 2-1. Worried at all?
Nope.
Not a worry. No. They're taking it.
Yeah.
It's just the way it's going to be.
Yeah.
All right.
For no reason.
I'm guilty of it too. Not giving the Braves any love. I expected them to lose the NLDS. I expected them to lose the NLCS. And I expect them to lose the World Series.
So they'll probably win.
That's probably the kiss of death, is me expecting them to lose.
Yeah.
So I'm sure old Mattress Mac is maybe sweating a little bit.
Yeah.
That could be 5-0, just poof.
Right. That's
So
crazy.
it's only one game. Did they play tonight, Lace? You got your phone handy there?
No, I will check.
I'm curious if I think they do. And on a Saturday night, ratings wise, I can't see why they wouldn't go tonight.
Right. Yes.
Yeah, they do play tonight. And where are they? Are in Houston. Astros at Atlanta.
Oh.
Okay, so they are back in Atlanta now, which is probably a little frightening.
Yeah.
Did you hear all this? So, couple side stories with baseball. I don't know how many of you watch Braves games, but ever since I was a wee little lad. When the Braves were playing, they would do the chop.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, now this is racist and
What?
yeah, got to get rid of it. Got to get rid of it. Now, I don't know the whole situation here. Supposedly Atlanta is like first-class organization. I've sat down with numerous native bands and
Okay.
discussed it, and
Yeah.
they're all cool with it, right? It's like paying homage almost
Right.
to their
To
history,
their history,
right?
sure.
And so it's not the native bands that are bringing this up. It's, the vocal minority of cancel culture and all this bullshit that we just can't seem to get away from.
I feel like that happens a lot. I feel like it's not even necessarily the group of people.
It's not an issue until someone else makes it an issue and then drags,
Right.
I'm going to use native bands in this instance, into it. We had the same thing in Edmonton
I was just going to say
with
that.
the Eskimos switching to the Elks, and I don't think Eskimos had a problem with it.
Right.
Why would they? Is it derogatory? Nope.
Right.
Like, I just don't get it. If the Panthers wanted to change their name to the Charlotte Chads, fly at her. I'm
Right.
cool with that.
Yeah.
How is it any different?
Yeah. I don't know. And like you said, or like I said, I don't necessarily, like you, they sat down with native bands.
And they have for many years, right?
And there's no issues.
I presume I don't know enough about the Braves organization, but I think they have native history days throughout the season.
Okay.
All sorts of things, I presume. They probably throw them some money financially for,
Right.
Whatever they have going on,
Right.
right?
Yeah.
I don't understand what the problem is.
Yeah.
I just don't get it. It's
So-
absurd.
So now fans can't do that?
Well, they could still do it.
Well, I was going to say,
Yeah.
how are they stopping that?
Yeah, they're not going to. So what are you going to do? Arrest them?
Right. For what?
Like, it's becoming Nazi Germany more and more every day.
Yeah.
Like,
That's, wow.
It's absurd. It's
That
absolutely
is.
absurd. And secondly,
Oh dear. There's
you
another
want
one?
to talk about absurd? PETA, so
Yeah.
People for the Ethical Treatment of Animals,
Yes.
has come out and said bullpen is a derogatory term.
No.
Yes, and they would like it changed to arm barn. The arm barn.
Wow.
Mm-hmm.
Wow. What?
Yeah, that's right.
What is happening? We need a barnyard.
These assholes got nothing better to do than to sit around
Oh.
and think, what offends me today? What offends me today?
Does this not happen to people that there's just a term. It's just, that's what it's called. It's what it's always been called. Why do people need to look into things?
It's funny. So I hate getting too political, but I
Yeah.
read this story and it was this daughter. It was a father daughter, and the daughter lives in the States
Okay.
and the father lives in the Philippines or India. I'm not sure, somewhere
Okay.
over there.
Okay.
And they were having a conversation, and of course they see what's happening on the news, and he said, I have never seen a more ridiculous country than the United States. He said, you guys have no problems, so you create your
Yeah.
own. And every day someone is creating some bullshit problem that will fix nothing. It
Right.
has no bearing on anything.
No.
If we're going to change from bullpen to arm barn and it's going to reduce racism, great, do it. But
Right.
it does nothing.
No.
It offers no value to anyone.
No.
Why is this news? I don't know.
Right.
But that's where the Western world is headed. And these are issues now.
Yeah.
It's an absolute joke. And I don't even want to talk about it anymore. Enough of that. I do want to talk about Eddie Rosario, though, for the Atlanta Braves, who was kind of on the scrap heap. And Alex Anthopoulos was talking about him. Alex Anthopoulos, GM of the Braves, former GM of the Blue Jays.
Okay.
Oh,
yeah.
I don't know why they walked him out. I think he just wanted out too. They didn't want
Okay.
to pay him. So, but now his team's in the World Series. Great GM. He was a super young guy when he was in Toronto. Now he's getting a little bit older, but knows what he's doing. And Eddie Rosario, so he was kind of a nobody, but let's look at his postseason here. He leads the postseason in hits with 20. He is third with 11 RBIs, and he is fifth with a 426 batting average in the
Wow.
playoffs. Now, the
Wow.
guys ahead of him in that list only played 4 or 5 games, and then they got knocked out,
Oh, okay.
right?
Right.
So like Stanton,
Right.
Judge, these guys, right? So this dude is tearing it up, and just goes to show you there's always a diamond in the rough, Lace.
Yeah.
If you're willing to roll the dice and take a look, because yeah, this
Wow,
guy is
good for him.
shooting the lights out. So let's slide over to the NBA. Start with the Eastern Conference. Just kind of want to go over, who's leading the conferences and any surprise stories. So in the East, we have the Heat at 4-1, which I mean, they were contender 2 years ago. So is it that big of a surprise? I don't know. They had a shitty season last year. The Knicks 4-1 beat the undefeated Bulls the other night.
That's even crazy.
That was part of my parlay.
Yeah,
I took the
that's
Knicks.
right.
They were an underdog, and they actually won the game. So, Charlotte at 4-2. We talked about Charlotte and how they fooled us last year too
Right.
with this same stunt, but we'll see what happens. The Washington Wizards 4-1,
So crazy.
looking good.
Yeah.
The Wizards were trash last year, and they didn't really make a lot of plays. They shipped out Russell Westbrook,
Right.
so
That's weird.
yeah.
They got better.
Lakers are 2-3.
Right.
So, but the Raptors 3-3. They beat Orlando last night. Funny story about parlays, Lace. So I put in a little NBA parlay yesterday,
This
and
is
I'm like,
funny.
okay, I'm, keeping an eye on it while we're at football, and so I took the Magic because they were 8-point underdogs. So I took them. Yeah, that one hit. I forget who the second game was, but that one hit, and so I'm looking later in the evening, and who the hell was it? Phoenix and the Warriors.
Yeah.
Golden
That's
State
it.
Warriors, Phoenix Suns. So I'm looking at the scoreboard, and okay, well, they don't even play tonight. So I look at the next game. It's a 5-game, so there's 3 games behind the ones that I've already clinched. Yeah, I'm looking. I'm like, they don't play tonight either, and neither do these guys. The last 3 games of the parlay are on Christmas Day. So I bet 2 games on last night, and the last 3 games are for Christmas. So, and it's not even that great odds. You think if I'm betting a game 2 months out,
Yeah.
that they'd show me a little bit of love.
Yeah.
No. So Sports Interaction, don't put Christmas Day games on your NBA page, and it's just the tiniest, the date.
Yeah. At least give you an alert.
Yeah, like make the date bigger and bold it so you know when you switch days. And why does it switch to Christmas?
Right.
At least give me the next day.
Right.
So I'm not waiting 2 months to see if this parlay is going to pay out.
And if 8 guys get hurt, or
So stupid. Yeah, I was upset about that. But
it was funny.
yeah, so let's move over to the West. The Jazz 4-0. I don't think really any surprise there. The Jazz are always competitive. Golden State 4-1. They still don't have Klay Thompson back. Imagine when he comes back. They are good.
Yep.
Well, Curry's really good.
Yeah, he is.
Dude just keeps getting better. The Lakers 2-3. The Lakers. So they sat LeBron against the Spurs
Right.
and won. And then they went up to Oklahoma. This was Thursday night, I believe. Yes, it was Thursday night. The 0-4 Thunder. I think the oldest guy in their starting 5 is 23 years old in Oklahoma. They're a
Wow.
young team.
Wow.
0-4. Not much expected of Oklahoma this year. The Lakers led that game by 26 points at one point
Oh dear.
and lost to the Oklahoma City Thunder.
Oh,
So, LA Lakers fans and the Lakers, you guys got things to figure out. Yeah, you got AD and LeBron and Westbrook. But like Wheel said, sometimes 3's a crowd. So, I mean, that's Russell Westbrook's homecoming.
Right.
He had a quadruple double in this game.
Wow, really?
The fourth was turnovers.
Oh.
He had 10.
Oh.
10 turnovers.
Serious.
Yeah, so Russell Westbrook back to Russell Westbrook.
Oh, dear.
I think he had like 16 points. He had 10 assists by the half, 12 rebounds or something, and 10 turnovers. So,
Oh, wow.
yeah, Russ really not living up to his expectation, but that's been the story of his career for the past 4 years,
Right.
I would say. Ever since he
So-
left Oklahoma.
So talented, not consistent is the
And
issue.
Russ is an individual stat guy.
Oh.
That's Russ, right? I
okay.
mean, he averaged a triple-double. Dude's good.
Right.
Not much of a team player.
Okay.
And he wants to carry the team and be the guy.
And he's not.
And he just can't do it. He just doesn't have the scoring ability to do it.
Mm-hmm.
I guess let's put it that way. So, yeah, Lakers fans. But that being said, the Clippers currently 1-4 as well. Big problems in La La Land. And the Nuggets are 3-2. And they lost Jokic. Minor injury, right? You were reading about this yesterday? Nikola Jokic?
Yeah.
Minor
Yes,
injury.
minor.
Probably out a couple weeks or
Yeah.
something. And he'll be back. So, yeah, the power might be shifting in the West. It's early, but
Crazy.
we'll see. So moving over to the NHL, Lace, little precursor. I said there was still one undefeated team in the NHL.
Mm-hmm.
Do you know who it is?
I do, because you also told us that earlier today.
I did?
Yeah.
Oh,
Florida Panthers.
yeah, you're right.
When we were talking about.
Quennville.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. Florida Panthers still undefeated 7-0. The Buffalo Sabres 5-1-1.
Really?
Just hanging in there in that Eastern Conference.
Crazy.
Impressive,
It is. Yeah, that is.
considering their all-star captain, first overall pick, Jack Eichel, isn't even playing.
Oh, really?
No, he wants out. He's
Oh.
made that very clear.
Oh, dear.
Yeah, but he's got to pass a physical, and he's injured right now.
Oh.
There's a whole bunch of stuff going
okay.
on, but regardless, Buffalo, good on you.
Yeah. Good job.
Yeah, you watch in 10 games, he's going to want back in the lineup.
Right.
And you're going to say, no, we'll ship you out.
Yeah.
Don't worry.
See ya.
And St. Louis, 5-1. They lost last night to Colorado. That was their first loss of the season. You could lose to a lot worse teams in Colorado. Colorado's a lot of everyone's cup picks.
Oh, okay.
So, but they've started out a little slow, but I'm not too worried about the Avs. I think they'll turn it around here. Looking at the Canadian teams, Lace, Toronto 3-4-1. They just signed Morgan Riley to a big extension.
Oh, okay.
I don't know how they figure their cap space, but going into next season, knowing what they know now, 56% of their salary is committed to 5 guys.
Oh, my.
So,
Oh.
Kyle
Yikes.
Dubas, you better hope this shit pans out.
Yeah.
And it's not like this is Dubas' first year. This is
Oh,
like his
man.
3rd or 4th year as the GM of the Leafs. And let's say the Leafs do fire Dubas, which they don't make the playoffs this year.
They might.
Who's going to come in there and clean that up?
Yeah. That's a tough.
Is he just cementing himself a job because nobody's going to want to come clean
Right.
this mess up? Yeah.
Oh, dear.
The Senators 2-4, Montreal 2-6. They beat the Sharks last night, which I thought was surprising because the Sharks have started off extremely strong.
Oh, okay.
Habs 2-6, Jets 4-2-1, Calgary 5-1-1, the
Wow.
Oilers 5-1. They lost to Philadelphia the other night.
Oh, okay.
And my Canucks are 3-4-1,
Ugh.
battling it out.
Yeah.
Well, I didn't expect them to run away with anything this year, so unfortunately, but they're in there.
Yeah.
They're in there. If they can tread around 500
Yeah.
past Christmas, up to Christmas,
Yeah.
okay, that's good. Those are
Okay.
good things. We'll take it in baby steps here, right? Because how do you eat an elephant, Lace?
One bite at a time.
That's right. One bite at a time, Canucks. Just take it one game at a time. Don't worry about what Edmonton's doing. Don't worry about what Calgary's doing. Worry about what you're doing.
Yeah.
And everything will work out. Last but not least, Lace, Wheatland Football League.
Yay.
We attended both games. Only caught the second half of the Lloyd Comp Barons game. This was a heck of a game.
Yeah.
Turned into a pretty good one. I didn't get to see much of the excitement, but it was 8-3 at the half.
Right.
When I showed up, it was 22-3 for the Barons, and then St. Paul punched in a garbage time touchdown. It didn't really mean much because there was like 40 seconds left or something. Yeah. So 25-10 was the final in this one. Strange that they didn't go for two. I found that very strange for St. Paul. They had to go for two at some point. Mm-hmm. Why not now?
Yeah.
I don't know. I thought it was a weird coaching decision. But, yeah, whatever. That's St. Paul for you. So, Comp moving on to the Wheatland League final, where they will play. Do you know who they're going to play, Lace?
I do.
Who?
The Holy Rosary Raiders.
That's right. The Holy Rosary Raiders will face the Comp Barons in an all-Lloydminster final again, which I don't think is a big surprise. The Raiders knocked off Wainwright 56-0 last night. Be interesting to see what the final score of next week will be, because to date, the Holy Rosary Raiders have given up 7 points this season.
To them. To the Barons.
To the Comp, yeah, but 7 points all season. Mm-hmm. So,
what is their points for and points against? Have you checked lately?
Last I checked, it was 272-7.
Yeah, that's nuts.
So, pretty dominant season.
Yeah.
But,
it was a fun game to watch though last night. Still.
Yeah, Wainwright came out fairly
they
hard, and I thought we were gonna. There's maybe 4 minutes left in the second quarter.
Yeah.
And it was 14-0 Raiders. I'm like, geez, we might go into the half here at like 14-0, and then the wheels fell off, and it was 35-0 at the half. So. But the Comp's going to come. They're going to play them hard.
Yep, always do. It should be a good game. Yep.
Hopefully the Raiders are ready to go. I think they will be. Mm-hmm. I think their coaching staff will have them ready. And that game is this upcoming Friday. I believe kickoff is 6. Don't quote me on that, though, because the Wheatland website likes to pull my leg a little bit. They don't seem to put the proper time. But it's currently listed at 6.
Oh, okay.
And since it's going to be the only game, I presume it will be at 6. So, yeah. Come on down to Holy Rosary. Check the game out. Should be a dandy. Should be a decent day, too.
Yeah.
Plus
weather-wise, yeah.
Goddamn cold last night.
It felt so cold. I don't know. Maybe we're just not used to it yet. Yeah.
That was you last night.
Yeah, it was. I was so cold. I don't know. My poor toes. It was so bad. I had to pull my boots off on the way home, and
it's just non-stop whining.
It was cold. It was really cold. But
Regardless,
it was a great game.
Gonna be a great football game.
Maybe we can even have some highlights for your next show.
What do you mean?
From the game.
Like video highlights?
Yeah.
Well, the TV doesn't work,
That's
so I'd love to share that with our audience, but yeah, this piece of shit just doesn't want to cooperate. So, that's it, Lace. I got nothing else. Like I said at the top of the show, if anyone's interested in a new shirt or one for their loved ones, let us know. And shipping a couple out here. I don't want to say where, but they are. I did receive a nice order, and so I'm gonna have a couple going out, and color, whatever you let us know, we'll make it.
Yeah, this is a good. Maybe you should, your listeners could, throw it to their significant others. That's what needs to happen, I would say.
Drop it in their ear. Yeah.
Like, hey, you can order, my Christmas present from these guys.
Yeah. $25 for a shirt.
Yeah.
Shirt, $25.
Yeah. How sweet is that?
Can't beat that.
No, you can't.
And it's pretty sweet.
Super sweet.
Yeah, you customize it however you want.
Yeah.
As usual, you can catch us here, Apple, Google Podcasts, Amazon, Audible, iHeartRadio, Player FM, Spotify, you name it, we're there. Anything you want to touch on, Lace? Anything you want to plug? Anything you want to get out there?
No, I think I'm all right.
No, that's it. All right. That being said, thank you everyone for making us a part of your day. Appreciate it. Thanks for the support. Make sure you share us with your friends. Just keep spreading the Chain Mover name. We're We're gonna be the biggest in Canada someday, Lace.
Yep, absolutely.
You watch. We keep promoting, pushing out quality content like this.
Yeah.
We're gonna get there.
Lace is just a great big baby.
Big old cry baby. So that being said, enjoy your weekend, everybody. Whatever you're doing, stay safe. And on that note, just wait, because now guess what I have to do, Lacey? I have to play the music through my phone.
Without the TV.
That's right. So
have a great rest of your weekend, everyone.